What's up guys? Today I decided to make an extra video. Why? Because I usually on this channel talk a lot about price predictions, smacking the mic up, giving you the best altcoins to buy for 2022, preaching about, being there in the bear market, which I will keep on doing until you block me everywhere. But the big question everybody has is, when will the next bull run come? When will be the peak of the next bull market? When will Bitcoin see a new all-time high? And that's a question that I will try to answer in this video. Now, full disclosure, of course, I don't know. But there are some statistics that will show you at least, give or take, when we can expect that. The answer might surprise you a little bit, but I will definitely recommend you keep watching the video because, like I said, there are multiple charts that show that this might happen. So let's take a look. Welcome to the Fomo Factory. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it to 1,000 subscribers. Smash that like button, turn on the notification bell, and let's dive right into TradingView. All right, so what up? Well, for you it's now Saturday, for me it's Friday. I'm recording a lot of forehand. Why? This is not so time sensitive. I'm not making the 30% overnight gain videos. I'm making the 30x in the next bull run videos, maybe even 100 if you invested right. And there are a couple of things that stood out to me because someone on Twitter asked, like, when will the next bull run be? And I started thinking about that, and then I thought, like, yeah, why not making a video about it? So here it is, man. Now, the first thing that I want you to know is Bitcoin will see new all-time high, like I preach in my other videos as well. The average move for Bitcoin from the bottom to of cycle 1 to the top of cycle 2, the average move is a 60x. All right, let that sink in on Bitcoin. I'm not talking about altcoins, they do a lot more, right? 60x for Bitcoin. That's a lot. That's a lot. If we do a 60x from here, yeah, from $20,000, that's kind of incredible, right? $1.2 million for Bitcoin. Okay. Could happen. Definitely could happen. I mean, that's average, right? Could also do 100x. Happened twice before. But that's not like, for now, it all sounds like, oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. I don't give a shit. I want to get rich now, yesterday, now, quicker, more. So in that case, we will try to answer the question, when will the next bull run happen? Well, what I wrote down is this. The blue lines are the Bitcoin halvings, right? And let me remove that. That's not an answer to this question anyway. So the blue lines are the Bitcoin halvings, right? The next halving will happen, it's an expectation, April, May 24. Could maybe a few weeks difference. So these are the Bitcoin halvings. There were more halvings at the beginning, but this is the oldest chart I could find for now. So if we take a look at that, what I noticed are a couple of things. First one, we had the bull run in 2013, right? The bull run in 2013, and then we had a halving in 2016. Before we, there was a bear market after that, of course. There's always a bear market. I mean, people have to, well, I wanted to say something really weird, but there's always a bear market. Okay. So in that case, we had a lot of boredom like we are in right now. And by the way, people they really be like, they look at this current bear market and they ask this question, like, when does the bull run start? The bear market is taking so long already. I'm afraid, bro, that the bear market is going to take some longer. Okay, but, we have this. Like we had this, and we had, I have to zoom in, we had this. We didn't have this yet. And this doesn't look like, it looks like very boring. It is, but 4 X's are being made. 5 X's are being made, because if you zoom out, everything looks small. But these are big moves, right? But what I noticed is Bitcoin always, or let me say it like this: Bitcoin never finds a new high before the halving. right? Bitcoin never finds a new high before the halving. So in that case, we had the top of the bull run in 2013 in December, and in July 2016, we had the halving, right? So that's 3 years. And we found a new high, finally, February 2017, right? So to sum it up for you, how long from the halving does it take for Bitcoin to find the top of the new bull run? We had the first in this chart. We had the halving in July 2016. We had the top of the bull run in December 2017. So that's a year after the halving, give or take. Okay. Then we here had the halving in May 2020, and we here had the top of the next bull run in November 21. Right, so also slightly more than a year later. Now, if we have this halving that comes in May 24, and it's give or take 1.5 years later that we see the top of the next bull run, would mean the end of 2025 that we will see the new bull run. So let me make a vertical line, and let's put it at around December 25, and let's make that one yellow so we know that's not a halving. This is where I expect the top of the next bull run to be based on that. Okay, so that's one thing that I really that really stood out to me. Now I must say, like, it's not that we will go just sideways until this period, because if we take a look at what happened right here, we had the bull run top. So let's say this is November 2021, right? What happened? We went down, and we had the pi cycle bottom indicator. And before the halving happened, from the bottom, which was $166, until the halving, it went already to, let's say, $800, right? That was kind of a crazy move. That was a 4x on Bitcoin. So even, you know, if we don't see a new high, it doesn't mean we cannot see a 4x from the lows before the new halving happens. So let's say that 17.6 was the bottom. We don't know, but let's say it is, because that's the only information we have for now. And we do around a 4x. Shit, I really have to zoom out for this shit. And we do a 4x, give or take. That will put us around, you know, could happen, could happen, could happen. Is that likely? I mean, that's a new high for Bitcoin. Like I said, Bitcoin doesn't make new highs just yet. Well, Bitcoin, you know, the new highs, they don't happen before the halving. Also, if we take a look at this halving right here, we were at $20,000, right? We went down, pi cycle bottom indicator, and even though we didn't make a new high, there was no halving yet, we went up again 3-4x, right? So that's kind of insane. So was this a relief rally? Well, the bull run practically started here. So what was this? Was this a relief rally? I don't know. No, not really, because a relief rally, I think, is more something like in the heart of the bear market, right? This was a relief rally. This was a relief rally. Even this was a relief rally. Here we already bottomed and we went really up. And we never also really came down to these lows again, right? So, yeah, just for you to know, to keep consideration. So in that case, I feel like, yeah, there might be way more upside before the halving happens. But the bull run itself, I don't really know. Also, if we take a look from top to the bull run, to the top, to the bull run, to the top, to the bull run, where do we end up? That's another way to look at it, right? So the top of the bull run was December 2013. Next top of the bull run was December 2017. So that's exactly 4 years. From December 2017, top of the new bull run, was November 2021. Again, exactly, well, 1 month different, but exactly 4 years. If we take it exactly 4 years from November 2021 or December 2021, where does it put us? That's around December 2025. again. So also that points out that, you know, the bull run will peak out at the end of 2025. Right now, don't look at this and be like, oh fuck, it's going to take that long. I don't want to wait that long. Like I said, a lot happens in the meantime, right? It's not that that there are no gains to be made, right? It's basically, if we compare the previous bull run or the previous bear market and the bull run after that to where we are right now, like we had the high, we went down. At a certain point, we have the pi cycle bottom indicator going off, right? I mean, we have the pi cycle bottom indicator going off here in June. So in that case, we are already July, August, September, 3 months further than that. So we have the pi cycle bottom indicator here in January. So let's say, well, April. Let's say we are somewhere around here. Yeah, we could see some boredom going on, right? April 2015. That's give or take where we are. But what happened in the meantime? It's not only sideways. Bitcoin here also, it went from $200 all the way to $300. Doesn't sound like a lot. It's 30%. If we gain 30% from this current $20,000, it's $26,000. It's quite a lot. So is that correct? Yeah, I think so. I don't care. Then, yeah, of course, it could be a little boring, but it slowly grinds back up. And it doesn't look like a lot, but then again, went from $200. Then halving happened, and Bitcoin was already up 4x. And then the really big pump happened, right? So yeah, we could see a really big run up and still technically be in a bear market before the actual bull happens, right? Also, and this is something I haven't checked out before. I just want to see if it lines up. From the moment the pi cycle bottom indicator, so that showed the bottom, if that's for this cycle also accurate. Well, so far it is. This one, it was accurate. The other one was accurate. For now, this one is accurate as well. Unless we now find new lows. We tried to a couple of days ago. It didn't work. We made more like a nice kind of double bottom, if you ask me. But yeah, okay. So, but let's say this pi cycle bottom indicator right here. How long did it take from the pi cycle bottom indicator till the new high? Right, so the pi cycle bottom indicator was in January 2015, right? And the new high was in December 2017. So that's give or take 3 years, right? So then we had the pi cycle bottom indicator in December 2018, and we found a new high in December 21 November. So also give or take 3 years. Now we have the pi cycle bottom indicator in June. Well, July, it really crossed, but the low was in June. So let's say June. So let's say it's 3 years from that. So that should be somewhere around here, right? So somewhere here, I think we will peak, in my opinion. TechDev tweeted, has Bitcoin, and this was making me, you know, starting this whole video. He said, has Bitcoin bottomed, and will the next all-time high come before or after the next halving? Right? Well, I voted yes, it bottomed and it will come after. I said Bitcoin always has a great run up before the next halving, but so far it never made a new high before the halving. So I would say a few months after the halving. And based on the previous cycles, Bitcoin would see a new all-time high by the end of 2025. Because like I said, we have the halving, give or take, a year later, we see a new all-time high. Someone else said the all-time high will come in March/April 2023. Blow off top 130 up to 150,000. So this guy basically says that he expects we will be sitting around this level somewhere like that in April, March 2023. So he says it's going to be somewhere around here. Right, and this would happen according to him. Seems a little too parabolic for me. Also, won't make sense compared to what we just discussed. So I said, it wouldn't make sense. Why do you think that? And then he gave a couple of reasons. Like he said, it's an extended cycle. Nobody will expect it, and most will miss the run up. I've believed this since January 2020. We did not have a blow off top, and the DXY ready to correct hard. Okay, so there are a couple of things here that I might agree on, and a couple of things that I maybe not agree on. We have an extended cycle. So far, this cycle is doing everything that every other cycle does. And that's the crazy thing about the current market, because people say this time is different. This time we have big inflation. This time we have a war. This time we have COVID. Bruh, in every cycle, there is another reason for it to go down. There's always a bad narrative. This time it's indeed this and this and this reason. The last time it was that and that and that reason. Like, it's not different. It's not like that, in my opinion. So, but I don't know why he thinks that we will see an extended cycle by now. So far, it's not showing that it will. Of course, some things are different. We went back to the previous all-time high. Only happened once ever in history. We're staying below the 200 weekly moving average longer than ever before. So, of course, there are some things different also chart-wise and if you look at the on-chain data. But, you know, that's basically it. For the rest, it's doing kind of the same thing. Point 2 and 3, I highly disagree. Like, nobody will expect it. No, nobody. No, that's actually true. Nobody will expect Bitcoin to go 250K within now and 5 months. But if we look here, when we were here, nobody would expect it here as well, Bitcoin going to 60K, and it didn't happen as well. It's like, not that because people don't expect it, it's not going to happen, or it is going to happen. It's like people don't expect it because it doesn't make sense for it to happen in this case. Well, I've believed this since January 2020. Okay, cool, but that's in your head, not in mine. We did not have a blow off top. Actually true. I don't know if that's a reason for Bitcoin to, you know, find a quicker peak or something like that. And for the people that wonder, like, what do you mean by that? We did not have a blow off top. Let me take a chart, by the way, that that takes it further back. Sorry. So we had a bull run in 2011, right? This was the first bull run. It was very little liquidity. I mean, here in 1 week, we went from $18 to $31 and back. That's the same now as going to $35,000 and going back to 20K again in 1 week. Like, so, like, we had less liquidity by then. But this was a clear blow off top, right? This was the peak, and then blah, we bottomed. Okay, very check. We don't need to be more confronted than that. Also, 2013, we had a very obvious blow off top. Like, this wasn't more, it couldn't be more obvious. Like, when down here, that was it. That was it, right? Okay, cool. So then we had the next bull run. Let me show you. We had the next bull run, which was in 2017. Also pretty clear, top, down, right? And now in 2021, it was totally different. Like, this seemed like the top, but we were here for a long time. We tried a lot. Like, break it. Oh yeah, we're breaking. No, not breaking it. Break it. We went down. People thought it was over. And Bitcoin was like, no, I want to try again. Break it. And it broke it. And was this not a bit of a blow off top? I know a lot of people say we didn't have a blow off top. Because it was kind of a double top right here. It's different, but you know, times are changing. People are having more faith in Bitcoin as well. Like, back in these times when there was such a run and it came down, people were like, oh, this is over. They didn't have much faith because they knew less about Bitcoin, especially in the previous bull runs, right? So in this case, I felt like, but institutions are now stepping in. It's a whales game now. It's not like that anymore. So about to blow off top, yeah, could be. So I wouldn't be surprised though that this wasn't the. Yeah, I don't know. I'm willing to be open to agree that people think that it will be a more of a run in this cycle, but that's totally not what I will think myself, though. And he said the DXY is ready to correct hard, and yes, that's definitely true. If we take a look at the DXY is really parabolic, and you know, it's crazy what the DXY did. And if it has to correct, 106, that would be, if it breaks that, then we finally can really cheer for crypto. That would be really amazing, and then we have to see where it takes. But the DXY is the dollar currency index. It reflects how strong the dollar is compared to risk-on assets like crypto, like stocks, like all that stuff, right? When there's a big recession going on, as we have right now, people feel like, nah, I don't have any money because of the recession, right? I'm already broke. So what money do I have to invest in Bitcoin? I don't have it, right? So I don't, before this is really going to reset, we have to get out of the recession. It's very simple. It's not this is not going to reset if the recession is still there, right? Yeah, so I don't really know about that. And it doesn't have to say anything, because if you take a look at what Bitcoin did in 2000 and from July, right? July 2021 up till November 2021 is where Bitcoin was on a complete run, right? I mean, it went from $30,000 to $70,000 in no time, in half a year. If we take a look at what the DXY did by then, July 21 up till November 21, it also had a run. So this was going into the same direction. Well, it should be the opposite, right? So I don't know. And yeah, the DXY is definitely not helping us here. It's higher than it's been since 2002, right? Bitcoin didn't exist by then. So Bitcoin has the macros working against it. Fucking insane. So yes, if this comes down, Bitcoin might do great. But when? It will. Of course it will. But when? And will it first go up again? I don't know, man. It's so hard to predict something like that. So in that case, just want to stick to this as well. Like, just look at the charts, man. This is what it did before. So, and to be honest, you are looking at this yellow line the whole time, right? It's coming really close right now. It's coming really close. I don't know why I have this line right here. It's so not making sense anymore. So, but I showed you this in other videos, and then I'm gonna wrap it up though. Here we go. Right, so around here is the bottom, right? So what's really interesting now is that I have to draw it right. What's really interesting now is that Bitcoin is battling this diagonal line. This is a trend line we've been in since, the top of the last bull run. Got rejected, 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 and now we are facing this line again. If we get rejected there, it means we have to break to the downside. But we also have a very strong support right here. So it's either one of the two. And it's prime time, man. First, second week of October, something like that. So September is really, I feel like, I just want to be having crypto, having cash in September, because whatever it goes to, up or down, the move will probably be big. I don't expect this. Makes no sense. Because usually when it breaks out of such a trend, you'll see something like this, or you'll see something like this, and it might retest. And so, but I don't know. This is really interesting. Will this define that the bull market will start again? Well, yeah, what I expect is maybe when this halving here happens, look, so this is what I think. I expect Bitcoin to go to a minimum of, let's say, $170,000, $200,000, something like that, at a minimum, right? And I expect it to happen here, something like that. That's June 2015. Sorry, somewhere in this area between June and December 2015. So late fucking hell, how do you say that? I'm so tired. I shot 4 videos today. It's not okay. Second half of the 2025, I expect Bitcoin to be somewhere in the region of $200,000, between 170 and 200,000. That's my expectation. What do I expect it to do in the meantime? That's really hard to say. It depends on if it breaks out of this level or this level. If you zoom out, it doesn't really fucking matter. I mean, it could do this, right? What I expect is that it will have a slow run up towards the halving, you know, going slowly towards our all-time high again, basically. And from the halving, because what happens, and that's what we didn't discuss, and that really is something I need to show you real quick. What happens right after the halving? Well, in this halving, we first got a really slow dump, but it wasn't for long. It was in July that the halving happened, and in September, so it was like July, August, September, 2 months, we went down, and then we got back up pretty fast. Then we had this halving right here. And what happens in this halving, it pretty much didn't do anything for 2 months and then went up. Okay, so it's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't expect it to go up immediately after the halving based on that. But, you know, it's 2 times. We can tell by these 2 times. But it's just the statistics, right? So I expect something like this for a quite while. And then have the real parabolic run up. Oh shit, fuck, no, I deleted it. Go a little sideways and have a real parabolic run up to here. This is give or take my expectation. I tried to save this. I try not to delete this. It looks like a fucking sperm cell going into the moon. I will try to save this, and then when it's finally 2025, let's paste the chart over it to see how accurate this exactly was. I think it's coming pretty close. So that's my expectation for Bitcoin. Let me know. Long video, I know, but this is not something you can, you know, cover in like 3 minutes in my mind. Next video, one of the next videos, we will talk about what my expectation is for altcoins by then, because this is Bitcoin. Sounds all very interesting, but come on. The most interesting part is not in Bitcoin. We all know that. So for now, I would say thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Wrong fucking tab. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, smash that notification bell. I'll be here every single day, 15 p.m. UTC. Thanks for your attention. Trade safe. See you soon. Bye.